Greetings, Grey Witch here. Today I wanted to talk about my loadout and my favorite weapons for player versus player, player versus environment, missions, stuff like that. So if you're like me, you've probably bought every weapon that's came out in the game since the beginning, and you know how much of a pain in the butt it is to dig through your weapons wheel to try to find which weapon you want. So luckily we have loadouts that we can make, and it eliminates all that craziness. Now mine's pretty simple. I use a couple pistols, the AP pistol, Marksman Pistol, Combat MG, love that one, Combat PDW, good silenced weapon, the Uzi Micro SMG, love that, Carbine Rifle Mark II, really good weapon, and I also like the Special Carbine, it's good for different things. Now I use the Heavy Sniper Mark II, but I also use the regular sniper with the original scope and a suppressor, because sometimes you need a quiet snipe. No melee weapons, I don't really need any of those. The assault shotgun, perfect weapon. And sometimes for fun, you know, I like to throw in the double barrel shotgun for up close work, give that a little surprise. Grenade launcher, pretty much the all-around best one. Homing launchers, I don't really like using it. And the RPG, I've kind of picked up using more. Now I really like using tear gas because it's one of those things that just works continuously. Proxies and stickies, they're pretty good just for explosions, and then Molotovs just for causing panic and craziness. And that's pretty much my loadout for everything that I do, because I use all those weapons for everything. Now when I determined which weapons that I wanted to use, I kind of made this little race thing here so I could set up to see what the distance were. And a good way to figure it out is how far something is away from you is by using cars. Now the average length of a normal car is about 20 feet. So if you figure out how many cars you can fit in the distance between you and a target, that tells you about how far away something is. So 5 cars is about 100 feet. It's pretty simple. Good idea just for estimating how far distances are from you. Now, for up close work, I really like the Marksman Pistol. It's one shot, it's slow, but anything that it hits in this area, it's gone. It's just... The bad thing about it is it doesn't have a very good range, but for up close, it's devastating. And the same thing for the double barrel shotgun. I love using this as a last weapon, just to run up on the last bad guy and just take him out with it. It's just so devastating. It's pretty cool little action. It's kind of slow for reload, but for one guy left, it's really cool for taking stuff out like that. Now I like the AP pistol because it throws a lot of bullets in a tight pattern. It's pretty powerful. The range on it's decent, but for an up-close weapon, I really like it. It's really good for player versus player. Now, another weapon that I really like for player versus player up close is the Uzi. I don't know how many times I've been taken out with this, and the guy hits you and you're just like, whoa, what did he shoot me with? He's like, hit me with 1,000 bullets. That's usually what they're doing, they're using the Uzi. It's really good for up close, especially if you can kick it up and hit into a headshot. Now I like the Combat PDW because sometimes when you're doing missions you need a silenced weapon, because when you're taking shots like in gang areas you'll attract other gang members and extra people. So that's mainly the reason why I have a silenced machine gun. Plus it bridges the difference between up close and short range targets. Now I really like the Special Carbine mainly because it has a lot of rounds. I've got the barrel drum on it, and it's good for a lot of real bad guys that are about mid-range, short-range area. And the Special Carbine, the Carbine Rifle, this one, it has a lot longer range. Now that's the Mark II version, so you get a little bit more range with it. But I still like the Special Carbine more, because it carries more rounds. But it's got a pretty good range on it, and I like using it. But most of the time, I'm going to switch between the Special Carbine and the Combat MG Mark II, because this is my main weapon. I love this weapon. It's got good range. It takes care of everything up to about 200 feet. You can even go a little bit further than that, but the pattern that it throws out starts to spread out, so the bullets they'll do damage, but it won't really do a lot of damage to a single player. So once you get out about that far, it shows that it'll do some damage, but the patterns just spread out too far, so you're really just wasting your time if you're shooting that far. Just pull up a sniper rifle. Now for the sniper rifles, I use both of them. I like to use the original one with the regular scope on it. So I use this one more as like the Marksman. The way most people would use the Marksman, I use the regular sniper. And I keep it silenced mainly because of using it in missions where you need a silenced weapon. That's pretty much the only reason why. Because the silencer takes a lot of the impact away. So you don't really want to have those on your weapons. And then the heavy sniper, Mark II, is a beast. And I just keep the regular ammo. I don't have any of the extra ammo or any of that. I just like the regular straight ammo that comes with it. It's perfectly fine. Works great. And that's pretty much my main weapon, is the heavy sniper. I'd say top 3 would be the heavy sniper, the combat MG, and the assault shotgun. They're just deadly and a menace. Now I've gotten to where I use the RPG more than the homing rockets because mainly the homing rockets just suck now. So using the RPG is a lot cheaper and it works pretty decent. But my favorite weapon for explosions is the grenade launcher. I've gotten to where I can pretty much put these grenades wherever I want them. You just got to learn about the arc and practice with it like that. Once you do, you'll get it down pretty good. You can actually shoot these pretty far, a lot farther than you'd think you would once you learn how to work on the arc. So, I mean, I put that right at 400 feet, so that's pretty good. Now the only other weapons that I really like to use is like tear gas. It's a very effective weapon, especially if you're like in a sniper position and you have a bunch of people down below you trying to kill you. You just throw the tear gas off the side. It makes them spread out, or it'll kill them if they're stupid enough to stay in the smoke. Works real good. Same with the Molotov. I love using this as a surprise weapon in player versus player. You hit somebody with a Molotov and they're just like, what? I'm on fire. And then by the time they realize they're on fire, you're dropping them with a shotgun. So it's a pretty cool weapon and I dig it. But it's really good for just, you know, starting fires. Alright, this is Grey Witch. I hope this video helps you out. We'll see you next time. Peace!